Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Lee from All the Things. Today I am going to be filming a plan with me for my, for next week. It is the week of, I believe it's the 13th through the 17th, 18th, the 13th through the 18th. I am going to just be using my decorative planner for today. I am not going to be planning in my dashboard. I don't really have a busy week next week because I have the week off. I decided to switch positions, or I'm switching to a new job, and I'm going back to preschool actually. So I have a week off before I start at the preschool job. My last day of work at my school is tomorrow, Friday, and so then I'll have all of next week off, and then I will start at the preschool the following week. So I don't have a super busy week, so I don't think I really need to do a whole lot of functional planning, but I definitely wanted to still do my decorative planner, especially because I've got some new things to show you guys. I will be adding some new stuff to the shop this week, but I wanted to show you guys what kit I'll be using, because I did add, I am going to be adding a new kit this week. It is called Peony. I know it is a little floral and kind of springy, but I just get sick of just blues and grays and, you know, boring colors for winter. I like lots of bright colors. I love lots of pinks, lots of blues, lots of greens, and so I don't care if it's spring colors or not. I'll use it at any time. So for me, I don't mind that this is being used in January. But this is called Peony. This is the classic kit. I did not make any changes to the kits. I didn't do any reformats for 2025 because I really just felt like what I had already, I liked what was there already. So if you are new to the shop and new to my channel, I do have an Etsy sticker shop. It is called All the Things Stickers. I do make planner stickers primarily for the Happy Planner classic size, but I am going to be branching out and doing some different types of different sizes, different layouts, and trying to add in a few different kinds so that it's not just strictly Happy Planner. This kit is designed for a 7x9, which is Happy Planner is like 7 by like 9 1/4 or something. But it does fit. I have checked, it does fit. The boxes fit for the Erin Condren 7x9 planner as well. And so it'll probably fit for any other planner that's the same size, about the 7x9 with the boxes. If you are not a vertical layout type of girly, these stickers will still work for a variety of other layouts. They're just not designed specifically for other layouts. Like it has the boxes that fit inside these boxes here. So if you are looking at these kits and you're like, well, I have a dashboard layout, or, oh, I have a horizontal layout, don't think that these won't work. They still will, and I have used these in my dashboard. I have had a horizontal previously, and I've used these in my horizontal. It just is a different way of decorating. So you can still use these if you have something other than just a vertical layout. But they are designed for this size. Again, that does not mean that they won't fit in other sizes. Obviously, the boxes are going to be too big for a mini and too small for a big, but depending on how you lay it out, they'll still work. And if you are not opposed to trimming and cutting and doing a little, you know, a little bit of work, then they'll still work perfectly. So, but that's what this one is designed for. If you're new, that's what this is designed for, is technically for like this vertical layout. Classic sized. So you do get a thick and thin washi, which those florals are, this is why I designed this kit and I wanted to use it. I didn't want to wait. It is, like I said, it is a little springy, but it's just the pinks and the blues and the greens, to me, I don't really care. It still would work for winter in my opinion. So that's the sheet of all your functional boxes. I do add 2 decorative boxes, and you can layer and do whatever with those. Your functional sheets here, you've got labels, icons, checklists, and arrows and dots. and then also some more functional boxes, your date covers and date dots. It does come with this mini kind of sticker sheet of just deco, and then the boxes as well, deco boxes. Some people like to use like the deco boxes just all the way, like I've seen some ladies do them like all the way across, and then you use the other two for your functional, or I've seen them do like different designs. However you want to use them, but I like having the decorative boxes, especially when I was using this planner for functional and decorative planning, because sometimes there would be blank spaces and you have these boxes that kind of fill those blank spaces. I'm not team no white space completely, but I don't want too much white space either. So there's boxes, and then there is also the larger deco sheet with all the flowers. And this one is not included in the kit. This one is sold separately unless you buy the full kit. The full kit includes all of this. Everything all together would be considered a full weekly kit. A regular weekly kit would just be the functional sheet here, the functional boxes, and then the washi. But then you can also purchase the mini sticker sheet and the boxes as add-ons. Something else that I'm thinking about adding in, and you guys can let me know down in the comments, or if you are looking for extra stuff, or if you're ever just looking through my shop, if you are interested in having a separate washi as well, being able to just buy the washi individually, because some of my washi I think is absolutely stunning, and I would want it just the washi even if I didn't need the whole kit. But I want you guys to let me know what you actually need. So that is the kit for the classic vertical. Goodness, my brain had to like freeze for a second. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to decorate this. Like I said, it's just my decorative planner, so it's not, I'm not really decorating it for function. Maybe I'll do it kind of like a mock spread of if it was like a regular week, just so you can kind of see how I use it for all of you that may be new. I do like putting in the top washi. Oh, I do have stuff going on next week. What am I talking about? I actually do, but it's not I still don't feel like it's a busy week. Because I have book club, and then I have like a dinner club that I joined. And so there are a couple things happening next week, but nothing like major. Nothing that I feel like I really need to plan for. But maybe I'll still decorate that way just so that you can kind of see what it could look like functionally and not just decorative. I might do that. So this has been my last week. Tomorrow is my last day at work, and I feel really bad. Like, I'm going to be so happy with the job that I'm going to. I know I am. But I just feel bad. Like, I really enjoy the people I work with. I started to really, really love the kids and have a connection with the kids and the other teachers, because I go into different classrooms. So I am going to miss kind of that, that atmosphere of being in the classroom and having like a great team to work with, which right now I do. I really have a really good team of ladies that I work with, and I'm going to miss them dearly. But it's time to go. It's time to go. And I'm really, really excited to go back to preschool. I just love preschool. I love the littles. I love being at that early stage of education and development and things like that. Like, I like that age group. I like teaching in that age group. So I'm excited. And I have a whole week to kind of, I guess, reset for what's coming up, because going into preschool for me means that I won't have any time off because I'm starting a new job. Even though it's a company I already worked for, like, everything restarts because it's been over a year since I've worked there. So I'm not going to have any time off or anything like that. You know, you have to earn it. So that's something that's going to be different. But also that means that, like, if it's getting difficult or if it's getting burnout or anything like that, you just kind of have to suck it up, which hasn't been the case so far for preschool, or not for preschool, for my job now. My job now is actually really, really flexible, but I'm not the teacher. I am just an aide right now, so that kind of makes a difference too. Oh, come on. I thought we did this, like, I thought I had these, like, perfect. And of course they're not. Because why would they be? So, I'm thankful though to have this next week off, like I said, to kind of reset, and get used to, you know, get my mind ready to go back into that environment, because preschool is really different. If you teach preschool or you teach littles, like, you know, preschool and even kindergarten, it's different than like the kind of upper grades. The behavior is different. Just it's different, and it's a lot of fun. I will say, like, it's so much fun. I had so much fun teaching preschool, but it's a lot of work too. It's exhausting. I do think the burnout happens quickly, because you've got so many littles with so many needs. It's probably the same for people in SPED. I know it's the same for SPED because I've worked in special ed, and the burnout is really quick. You have a lot of kids with a lot of needs, a lot of different needs, and so it can be exhausting. However, it was so much fun. It was probably the funnest job. Well, I really loved my SPED class too. I'm not gonna lie. I really fully loved that. I really did love my special ed class that I was in. Pre-COVID, I had a great class, a great team. That my team was like, they were like my friends. And so they were friends. Like, we would hang out outside of work and everything else. Like, it was probably the best situation that I've had in a really long time. And so I was really sad to leave there. But after COVID, things kind of changed. And when that happened, I still loved the ladies that I was working with, and I loved the kids that I was working with. Like, all of that was the same, but the environment was just a little bit different, and it was just really, it was hard. And so I made a change, and then I decided to try preschool. And you know what? I felt that same kind of like fire again when I was in preschool. I really, really loved it. And then when I decided to go to the district, I knew I wasn't going to be preschool. I knew I was going to be in kindergarten, and I loved kindergarten too. But the district was just, like I said, it's a lot more flexible. You have a lot more flexibility. You have a lot of kind of, I would say, benefits. Like, my schedule is the same as the kids' schedule and things like that, which is why I always worked in the school. That's not why, but that was a huge, huge benefit, especially when they were younger. Working in the school district meant that, and working in the classroom, the way that I was working, meant that my schedule was virtually the same as theirs, which was fantastic. But with preschool, it's like a daycare. It's called preschool, but it's like daycare. So we're open. They open at 6:30 a.m. They close at 6 p.m. And there are some kids that are there from 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Like, all day, literally all day. Which is, it sucks for them more than it sucks for us, because, you know, we're adults, but, you know, I guess everybody's got to do what they got to do. I understand people have to work, so I understand. That is not meant as a judgment. It just sucks, because being at daycare all day long when you're 3 years old is not fun. Which part of the reason why I'm going back to this job and why I loved it so much was because knowing that they're going to be there, that these kids are there all day long, you are like, you have such a different bond, and it feels more like you're like a second family, because they're there for so long, versus when they're in, you know, when they're older and they're in regular school, they're there for 6 hours a day. In our kindergarten, our kindergarten is only a half day. So they're only there for 3.5 hours a day. Whereas with daycare or with our preschool, those ones that are there, you know, all day, every day, like you really create some really special and unique bonds with these children. So, and that's part of the reason why I'm going back is because, I felt like I got to have that connection a little bit more. And I felt like I was doing a little bit more versus in the kindergarten classroom that I was in, even though I still felt like I was connecting with my kids. I was very connected, but you only have a few hours. God bless those teachers, because you literally only have 3 hours to teach them a lot of information in 3 hours a day. Like I don't know how they do it. They were really, really amazing teachers. But I liked having a little bit more time. So, and being able to have the time to actually build a real relationship because they are there for so long. And the pressure of teaching, I mean, obviously my school is a private school. We are teaching 100%. We have curriculum and everything. But the pressure of teaching is not the same because there's so little. And my expectation is so different versus a kindergarten expectation where I have to be able to teach them to do certain things. Hold on. Okay, so I just went ahead and did the date dots. I don't know what is going on. I think I changed my blade on my silhouette, and so it's changing. I have to go back and change the cut settings because I was cutting them and they were not cutting deep enough, and now I feel like they're cutting almost too deep because they are not coming off the paper as easily as they used to. So I think I need to go back and play with it a little bit more. But yeah, so I went ahead and just did this real quick so that it wasn't like you weren't painfully watching me trying to take the stickers off. So it's already dated. I'm going to add some deco florals. See how they're supposed to peel? Just like this. Anywho, I don't even remember what I was saying, but I think I want to do like in the middle here. But yes, I'm starting back at preschool and I'm super, super excited. I'm just excited. That's really what the gist of what I was saying was. I'm excited to go back. And I'm excited to have this little bit of a week off, a little bit of a week break too, just to, like I said, kind of reset. I know one day I want to do kind of a self-care day just so that I can try to fix this lighting because I've told you guys, we're just a hot mess over here at All the Things stickers. That's basically what this is. Anyway, I'm going to do like a self-care day. I know I want to do that. I want to have kind of a reading day. I just came back from break. So you may be thinking like, weren't you just on Christmas break? Yes. Yes, I was. Yes, I was just on Christmas break. This is a we listen and we don't judge moment. But everybody was here. And so it'll be nice to have a week where everybody's back to normal, back at school, back at work, whatever. And I will just have some time kind of to myself to get some things done and take care of some things that are kind of hard to do when everybody's like around, you know? So that's just, that's just me. Let's do this one on this side. And let's put this big one on this side. Okay. So what I was really thinking about doing was layering these flowers with some boxes, which I still think I'm going to do. I really, really love, I think maybe this one. Actually, before I do that, let's do a washi. Let's do this blue, because this blue is just absolutely beautiful. I love this blue. Oh, Come on. See, it's just supposed to be just like that. Let's do this one, I think up here, so that I have a resting place for my other stickers. Yes, I like that. Okay. Ooh, go back. So I think maybe like on Monday, I'll do a self-care day. And then on, or maybe like on, I don't know, we'll see. But I think I want to plan like a self-care day. I want to plan a day to just sit and read because I really want to finish my book. I am reading Somewhere Beyond the Sea by TJ Klune. It is the second book in the duet of House in the Cerulean Sea, and then the second one is Somewhere Beyond the Sea. And if you have watched any of my other videos, I have definitely talked about this book before because House in the Cerulean Sea is probably my #2 book from 2024 out of all the books I read. And I read actually quite a few books in 2024. But out of all the books that I read, I think House in the Cerulean Sea was my second favorite. My #1 favorite was Under the Whispering Door, like for sure, Under the Whispering Door. I cried my way through that book. It was just amazing. But I really loved House in the Cerulean Sea. Like, it was a really, really fantastic story. I laughed so much in that book. If you are somebody who likes feel good stories, but like, you know, they were, I don't want to give too much away, but like a story where they're like fighting for family and found family, and if you enjoy children because it has to do with kids, like it is just a really, really great story. And this one, Somewhere Beyond the Sea, is shaping up to be really like amazing as well. After I read House in the Cerulean Sea, I was like, I will read anything that TJ Klune writes, anything. And so I did go out and buy, after I bought House in the Cerulean Sea, and then I read Under the Whispering Door, and I was like, done. Like, you are now one of my favorite authors ever. So I went out and bought Wolf Song, and that's a whole series. It's the Green Creek series by TJ Klune. It's a totally different, I feel like, kind of I guess genre. It's not like the other two. But it's still really, really good. I really liked. I've only read Wolf Song. I haven't gotten to the others yet. But it was really, really good. And then there's also I want to call it The Secret Life of Puppets, but I don't think that's what it is. I feel like it's something else. Something along those lines, though. The Lives of Puppets. Something like that. And that one looks like it's going to be really good, too. So if you're looking for a new book or a new author, TJ Klune is the way to go. Feel good stories. They like really like get you emotionally. The characters are amazing. I feel like I connected with each and every one of the characters, especially in House in the Cerulean Sea and now Somewhere Beyond the Sea. Like, you connect with the characters. He is really good at writing characters that you just love. So if you're looking for a new book, if you're looking for a book that is like just going to warm your heart and make you laugh or even make you cry, go read House in the Cerulean Sea or not Somewhere Beyond the Sea. Read House in the Cerulean Sea first before you read Somewhere Beyond the Sea. But then also, what's the other one that I said? Under the Whispering Door. That's the other one, because I just cried. And I'm not a crier. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I'm not a crier. I never cry in books. So for me to say that I cried, it's like a big deal. Let's put this pretty box over here, because this would be where I do a currently watching, currently reading normally. So I layer on top of that. And let's do these two, the yellow. Okay, I think those are crooked, but you know what? It's just decorative, so that's okay. Let's add in one of these pretty big boxes over here. And then another one, I think, over here. We'll rest it on top of this. And then let's add a smaller box, I think. Yeah, let's do the smaller box. Like this. And then let's add this one kind of off to the side here with it. Let's do it there. Oh, it's crooked. I don't like that. Okay. Okay. And then I do want this pretty decorative box, and I'm going to put it down here to cover this note area because I don't need that. So let's do, is it going to cover it? Maybe it's not. Let me put a, let's white this part out. Okay. Let's do here. Okay, I'm trying to decide if I want to, I think I want to put this up here, but I want it to, let's just do it here. And we'll add in another small box on top of it just to, this is going to be a longer video. I'm trying to get this to be quick, but I did spend a lot of time talking, so I apologize. There, that's, yes, I like that right there on top of that. Okay. I'm gonna throw in, I think, I kind of want to use this one because I like this kind of detail. Oh, that shadow's horrible. Let's try it. I'm thinking like, yes, okay. And then I really wanted to use this one. I just don't know what I want to do with it yet. When I add some of these things, sometimes I think I have an idea in my mind, and then I'm like, after I like get the page going, I'm like, oh, that's not really what I, like how I envisioned it. Like, where am I going to put this? I don't know. I don't know. It's just so pretty that I didn't want to like waste it, but I think I'm going to wait. I'll save it for another time. I do try to make my kits to where you can use them more than once, especially if you buy a full kit. The likelihood that you can use it more than once is very high. Like, you'll have a lot of leftovers, which is great. So like, I can use this kit now. I'm using it in January, but then I'll definitely be able to use it again in the spring in like March or April or something, when it's, you know, technically more spring, I guess you would say. I do have that option here still. We're going to add a few more of these little leaves because they are so pretty. I love adding leaves as deco because they're so easy to use. Super, super easy to use to decorate. I don't know. And as I say that, and I'm like struggling to find the right spot or where I want to put it. Maybe I don't need this one. I kind of was thinking maybe here. Maybe we'll just do 2 across there. Oh, I kind of like that. I'm trying to make sure I'm in frame too. Okay, let's do a couple more of these little flowers and then boxes, and then we're done. I didn't put any scripts, but I do offer scripts in my shop. So you absolutely could add in scripts to this. It would be super easy to do. And I didn't use any of the deco boxes. So see how easy it is. I will add icons, but do you see how easy it is to have leftovers? Because look, I haven't even added deco boxes to any of this yet. I've used a lot of my deco, but since this, you can order it by itself. I feel like order 2 of these and you would have plenty to last you more than one, more than 1 week. Because like I said, I haven't even touched the decorative boxes yet. So I've just used functional boxes so far, which, do I want to add a deco box anywhere? Maybe like right there underneath that one would be kind of pretty, huh? Let's try it. To bring in a little bit more of that pattern, I think. Okay. Well, I kind of like that. I like the way that looks. We'll save the last of that because I can use it somewhere else. But so I still have almost all the deco boxes, and I have all of these like icons and stuff left too. So there's plenty on here to use. You definitely have enough to last you for a while. Okay, we're gonna add in the icon for grocery shopping because I definitely will do that this weekend. And I will put that on this side. And we'll add, I think I'll do the dots for that. Yeah, let's do dots. Oh, that was my printer turning off. Okay, so added in some dots with the groceries. I like to do a meal plan. So I will add in this cutesy little one here with, let's do a checklist, actually. I tried this last time and I actually really like how this turned out. So what I did instead of doing check marks is I wrote the days of the week in here, like the initials, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because I don't meal plan for the weekends. But so I wrote the days, and then I wrote down what we were eating for dinner for those 4 days, or 5 days, excuse me. And then, let's see, we'll add, we'll add one here to give us an extra little space. So I have my currently watching, currently reading. I will need, since I am going back, I will need to lesson plan, and that is on Wednesdays. I like to lesson plan on Wednesdays. So I'll add, let's do this one here. And we'll add the little planner icon. I use that for lesson planning and for when I plan in my planner. And we don't have any birthdays coming up. We do have book club on Wednesday, and then I have dinner club on Saturday. So I will add this other little like crock pot for dinner club because that'll be fun. Actually, no, I'll add a little plate. Supper club. I think that's what they're calling it. Supper club, dinner club, whatever. This is going to be my first meeting with them. It's like a local group of ladies that are we're going to get together and just hang out and have dinner, I guess. It's just kind of to get to know people in the area. And so I think it'll be a lot of fun. Like I said, we're going to do it monthly. This is my very first time doing it. But I think it'll be fun. I think getting to know them will be a lot of fun. Let's put that there. That'll be for supper club. And I'm pretty sure I'm almost done now. I think that's it. I don't think I want anything else. Like I'm looking at this and I'm thinking there's still a lot of white space, but I think I can deal with it. Let's add a couple arrows just to add in, like to notate some important things. So like this can go here because I know there's some stuff happening on Friday. Another arrow can go here for book club. And I do have scripts, but I'm not going to add the scripts in right now. And then, is there anything else? Is there anything else that I need to put in here? No, I don't think there is. I think that's it for this week. So there we go. I just need to punch now. And I still have plenty left over, like I said. So this definitely could be 2 weeks worth of a kit. This kit could definitely last for 2 weeks. And that's not even including scripts, which there are going to be new scripts that'll be released as well. So let me punch this and we will put it back on the disc so you guys can see it. I'm seriously loving this punch. I don't know why I didn't have it before. It's like the best thing ever. It is the best invention ever. Before I used my hole punch, which you can absolutely just use a hole punch and then you use some scissors to kind of snip the little opening here. And that works. It works just fine. But I just didn't want to do that this time. Or I didn't want to do that anymore. So I ended up getting the hole punch. It was on sale on Amazon and I was like, why not? Especially when you're cutting like stickers or if you're using like, I use it for even kind of like heftier things. And that a hole punch wouldn't necessarily cut, and this thing does. So, all right, that's it, you guys. I hope you guys really like this kit. I think it's so, so pretty. I'm really, really loving like just the whole thing. I love all the colors. Like I said, I don't care that it's wintertime. I will use pink and blue and green all year long, even at Christmas time. I don't care. So that is going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week for another video. Bye.